Hello everyone. Can you hear me and see me? Oh, I hope you can. Hi everyone. Bear with me for a few minutes. I am bringing through a reading for us all today, and as you're probably well aware, I have not been on Facebook or a Facebook Live in a very long time, so I have a new set up here in front of me. I'm on my PC in my office where I work from, and it is a mirror image, so it'll take me a little while to adjust to where my cards are and where to point them. But I hope you're all keeping really well. I have my coffee here, I have my angels and my angelic team with me as always, calling them in highest love and light. And I want to bring through some nice card readings for you all today, to assist you and help you and me to navigate through these unbelievably intense energies. It seems since the start of 2023 that these energies have been ramping up more and more and more. And every month the squeeze is getting more and more intense. And literally what is happening to us from an energetic viewpoint, because I see and sense and feel the energy field, is squeezing out. So we are moving energetically, the earth, Gaia, Mother Earth is moving into higher realms of energy, so into a higher vibrational field. We, being on the planet and of carbon-based bodies, are moving also on our own journey through higher light frequency. This energy, I see it as a vibrational field, is moving very fast and very high. What that's doing to us, on no matter of our belief system, where we are in our journey, if we're aware of it or not, what that's doing is the more light we are bringing into our body, it is shining like a torch, shining a light on all of those denser, lower vibrational energies in our body. So this is stuck energy, this is trauma, this is energy in our field that moves at a very low vibration, and these are energies which will manifest in emotions such as fear, rage, anger, resentment, all of those human aspects of us that prevent us from living a balanced, happy, loving life. Now, how they will manifest and materialize within each and every person individually depends on themselves, depends on their journey, their soul contract, their soul purpose for being here, and what it is they are navigating through. But it will have an impact on every single person, and this is really, like, I cannot underestimate, I cannot say really any more than that, the impact that we are in right now in the middle of eclipses. Now, when I started my journey, I work as a channeler. I connect with my angels, my guides, my celestial family. I speak light language, and I provide soul readings, and lots of wonderful gifts come on board the more and more I open up to my own intuition, which we all have. There's nothing that makes me extra special compared to anybody else. I'm just tapping into my own innate gifts, which we all have within us. But as I'm expanding more and more, I'm opened up more and more to information, or I guess I'm a key and I'm accessing and unlocking more and more information. So eclipses, for me, growing up, of course they've always been there. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the cosmos and in the planetary systems that I don't understand. I'm not an astrologer, but I do know from an energetic point of view, when I feel and sense the energy fields, I know when there's the full moon, how that affects our energy field. I'm aware of the equinox and how those affect people's energies, and now very much in my awareness is the eclipses, and has been for quite some time. But we are in a portal. We've just had the sun eclipse. We're now moving into a lunar eclipse. There's a partial eclipse and a full lunar eclipse, which means that we are in very heightened energetic frequencies, that we are really being forced to look at all of the unhealed stuff within us. So it's really squeezing us, it's really shining a light on all of those parts of us that are in need of love, in need of self-care, and in need to be voiced and released from our body. Now this shift is creating, possibly in your own personal life, may manifest in the appearance of chaos, in the appearance of what the fuck has happened with my life, what is happening with my work, with my career, with my job, with my finances, with my love life, with my family life, all aspects, because there's many dimensions and many levels and layers at play here. It's all coming up, so the shit is hitting the fan, so to speak, and we are just having to coast through this and ride the waves as they come, and they are peaking and dropping and peaking and dropping. You may feel like you're on a relentless roller coaster, and thinking it's past and then something else has come up. But this is all an essential part of this evolution that's happening from a spiritual perspective. It is stirring up all of that density within you, and there's a huge projection happening here. So what is occurring within you, in your own internal life, in your own internal dialogue and field, is also being projected so outside of you. So there's a lot of stuff coming at you relentlessly from others, because they're going through their own, they're projecting it, and this is triggering and projecting back to you. Sorry, this is the mirror thing I'm talking about with my camera. This just feels a bit strange because I'm moving in the opposite direction that I think I am. Just take a while for my brain to engage with this new motion here. So yeah, it is a very intense time. So with that in mind, I'm tuning into my higher self. I'm calling in all of the energy of you in highest love and light, people that are watching this now, in the future, if you are this video, this live is coming into your field, then take it as a message for you in this now time. I will speak light language through this as well. Light language is a very high frequency of energy. I'm learning more and more as I'm working with my own intuitive energies that sound frequency of sound is exceptionally healing. Toning, tuning forks, crystal bowls, all of that, listening to those high vibrational sounds are very resonant in your energetic field. And light language is a very potent energy. It surpasses the logic. It moves from an energetic vibration into your field, and it will assist you in unlocking blocks within you and giving you epiphanies, insights, support from your own higher self and celestial family, and help you navigate through whatever difficulties you are having to navigate through, because it'll be different for everybody. Okay, so having a sip of my coffee. So as I'm tuning in, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to pick from the tarot pack today, the Angel Wisdom Tarot pack. So calling in my I Am Presence, part of me that's all-knowing and all-wise, directly connected to the Mother, Father, God Spark energy of universal love and light, and calling through the angelic celestial family of light, calling through a beautiful space to be held. May I be a channel for light and love for everybody watching this. So a lot of clearing happening in our third eye and in our eyes. I'm getting the words, I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe what I am seeing. I cannot believe... Okay, so instantly, and if you haven't even looked at the cards, and it's like the yin and yang, there's massive polarity happening right now. It's massive. Okay, so I'm getting like a pendulum swinging, so it's going from the dense 3D world, flying up then into the higher dimensional 70, I'm getting above. So there's a huge swing and a huge shift happening within us. This is like the waves and the roller coaster. We may feel like we're living in two worlds at times. But this is as well, I cannot believe my eyes. So this is the visuals of the chaos that is coming up within us, and we are seeing it outside of us. Now, we don't have to look too far on our phones, on our social media, on the news, and in the media in the world to know of the absolute horror that is taking place right now. And important to note, it has been taking place for a long time. It's right now powers that be are choosing to expose you and sway you into taking sides around what is happening clearly with in Israel with the war and and Palestine. Now, I'm not going to go into any of that. It's not my place or my space to do so. However, this is what I'm being shown, the horrors that we are being shown, being fed. I cannot believe my eyes of what I am seeing, what it's being shown, what is actually happening. This then is creating a massive reaction within my body, really reacting in rage, and wanting to take sides here. They are right and this person is wrong. How can people treat that? But remembering we need to have balance here. We need to try and be, instead of the pendulum swinging from left to right, being centered, moving into the guidance of our own heart, moving out of judgment, moving out of taking sides, and also recognizing that the only thing we have power over right now is every present moment in time, and how I am choosing to react to what I am seeing. Am I reacting in judgment, and that's really pulling on negative energies within me, or am I reacting in a place of non-judgment from a heart space and holding space and wishing love and light and healing to that energy? Because what's happening outside in the media and the bigger world scheme of things, is directly disturbing and affecting our own internal field within. And then I'm getting the global scale, I'm getting then more in our community scale. So this is in our collective field. So who is in our field right now, in our job, in our workplace, in our day-to-day engagements with people. This is also coming up right now. So there's a lot of triggers here. There's a lot of people in our work life maybe pissing us fucking off overtime. There's a lot of, I'm getting like the biting of the tongue. You're even nearly having to physically bite your tongue because the venom, the resentment, that energy that maybe you have stifled and bottled down, suppressed deeper into your sacral and your root chakra for years and years and years, is just said, fuck this shit, I've had enough, I want to express this and tell this person exactly what I've thought of them for all of these years. These energies are coming up right now. So it is going to seem in your workplace, and this can be in family life, in relationships, whatever dynamics we are in need of healing is coming up right now. It could be in all of them. So it is that you are sitting in a time bomb. You are sitting and feeling like life is chaotic. You have lost your way. My throat is going here. So this is a huge clearing happening around the throat chakra, speaking our truth. Now there's also being brought into my awareness huge energy of the divine mother, Mother Mary energy, the mother energy which is within us all, and I'm getting a pain in the throat. So there's a massive clearing happening collectively around the mother wound. And this is, I've done a lot of work with the goddess codes and the goddess energies, which are archetype energies that we all have. And this suppression that we've had around the throat, not being safe to speak our truth, not feeling like our voice is heard, or it's not going to be listened to, so we stop speaking it, we suppress it. This is a huge release coming up right now, like a primal release. I'm hearing like a screaming release from the divine feminine aspect of us all. So remember, whether you're male or female, you carry male and masculine and feminine energies within your bodies. The feminine energy in each and every person right now is coming up to be released, letting her, that aspect of you, her voice be heard. Her suppression is no longer tolerable to be held in your field. So you're finding your voice, you're speaking your truth. It's coming from deep within the sacral and the root chakra of you. So there could be a lot of people suffering with lower back pain, hip pain, womb pain, or in the hara space in men, lower chakra pain, because this suppression is boiling up, okay, bubbling up like the volcano, releasing, and it has to come out through the throat chakra. Also, the throat is a direct connection with even the shape of it. From, you know, the anatomy of the throat is very similar to the anatomy of the cervix in women. The cervix being the representation of our portal into the womb, the birthplace of creation. We bring the spiritual world into the physical world through our wombs. Our creation is no longer allowing ourselves to be stifled. So this suppression around the throat, there's so much information coming in, just need to slow down a bit. This suppression around the throat here, so not only, you know, not speaking our truth, not voicing all of that wanting to come out of us right now, it's also directly affecting our creativity. And if we are in jobs, if we are in lifestyle choices that are stifling and blocking and not supporting our natural gifts and our natural ways to be creative, and what, you know, what gives me drive, what have I passion for, what is it I've wanted to work in and give me sense of purpose. If I'm not in that job, in that workplace, or not being valued in it, then this is going to be a massive clearing for you, and a massive release from you coming into your awareness during this period of this eclipse, because it's shining a huge light on that. This is then bringing you to the juxter. So I'm getting the cross. So yes, you're the cross, but I'm also getting the crossroads. You're at a juxture, you're on the cross, so to speak, you're carrying burden. So I'm getting the huge energy of the cross, which I haven't got before. So it's like, you know, that the saying, we all have our own cross to carry, our own burden to carry. I'm getting as well the divine feminine has been carrying the masculine for quite some time, and she's overburdened. That energy within us is overburdened. This is, it's the having to put these burdens down. So I'm getting the visual of having to carry our own cross. But the cross where it meets like this is like, I'm being shown like crossroads. You're having, and you're being squeezed right now to make decisions on what new pathways am I going to open up for myself. So I am no longer going to be repressed and stifling my throat, my voice, and my creativity. And I picked a card previously just to pop up on my Instagram page, and it was, the message I got through that card was, are you playing the leading role in your own life, or are you playing the supporting role for other people? Because we're really being squeezed right now to step into our power, step into our authentic selves, listen to our own guidance and follow through on that, and stop diluting ourselves to make ourselves smaller, dulling our energy, dulling our shine actually, because we're too bright and too shiny for others, putting ourselves into boxes just to please others. All of those illusions and those methods that we have been taught and conditioned to think through many millennia. This is a huge human suppression trait here being shown. These are all being broken down. No more playing small. Really very loud, this message. No more playing small. No more playing the supporting role in somebody else's life. Time to step into your power, your authentic self, follow your truth, your direction, really calling home to yourself all of those aspects of you, those soul fragments of you that you've like siphoned out your energy, siphoned out parts of your soul to other people, calling that back to you now. That's the time. This is the time of reclamation and calling that energy home to you. Very, very strong. So with that in mind, I'm going to pop these two cards up. So the first one is, you can see, sorry, this is what I'm talking about with with the mirror. It's very strange. It might look straightforward to place a card in front of the camera, but it's actually not, because it's a mirrored image I'm looking at. Okay, so the six, this is the Six of Earth, is the card I'm reading here. And it's about abundance, and it's about what you give out right now will come back to you multiplied. Good comes to you. The sun has just gone in. It looks like there's a light going off. The good comes back to you. An unexpected flow of abundance, borrowing wisely, paying off debt, and sharing your wealth and fortune with others. Okay, I'm being guided to show the contrast, because this is about abundance, this is about receiving, and this is about your hard work paying off. And this hard work is the shifts and the changes that you are making internally within yourself right now, and redirecting yourself, nourishing and nurturing from within is the words I'm getting. Are you diving and delving within you and following through in your own passions or in your own guidance? You're going to reap the rewards. Or the other card shows the complete opposite, like, you know, the divine feminine. This is the archetype of the crone energy, the older woman energy, where she is still working, she is still burning the candle at both ends, she's still exhausted, and she feels like she's nothing to show for it. Or are you going to keep carrying that cross, keep going in the same direction, which is making you feel overwhelmed, underappreciated and overburdened? So this card reads, and this is the Ten of Fire, and this, the fire being the masculine aspect. So without going into too much, because I see everything it's very hard to relay. It's all layers. There's layers upon layers upon layers upon layers clearing through us. And there's layers through our generational pattern, and there's layers through our parallel past life patterns coming up in this. But I'm trying to relay this through conversation for collective, for everybody can understand what I'm seeing here. Okay, so there is the overburden. So I'm being drawn towards the flame. Flame is the element. So the you know, we've got our beautiful elements from Gaia: water, wind, earth, and fire. Fire is a masculine energy, and fire is burning through all right now. Like, even I'm being shown places on the planet, there's a burning, there's a purging, there's a burning of that energy collectively, burning off. What does it do? Even, you know, it might look like, you know, there's always a natural cleansing on certain lands and certain places on the planet. You know, it's not all from, you know, war, or it's not all from, you know, intentional fires being lit, which there is, of course, that happening too, but there's also a natural ecological cleansing that happens of the land I'm being shown. So I'm seeing a visual of burning the gorse. You might even know in Ireland here we burn the gorse at certain times of a year, and that creates then a fertile soil so new life can grow. There is a cleansing happening from the masculine side of our bodies, from the masculine side that's at play in our field in the world right now, that is burning up and clearing the field. So it looks like we're actually in complete chaos. It looks like, you know, that the flames are burning around us. But when that passes, when this chaotic experiences passes and the flames subside, then there is fertile soil from which we can divine within. So making this decision and making this change and deciding to move in a different direction is not going to be the easiest route, but it's going to be the most rewarding route. I'm also drawn towards the symbol here of the caduceus. The caduceus is a symbol, we would know this and recognize this from, goes back to medicine. You know, doctors use still this symbol. The caduceus is still used in medicine. But it's also back to the symbol of Archangel Raphael, the caduceus being the representation of health, of healing, our physical and our mental health. Our physical and our mental health right now in many is overburdened, overworked, chaotic. The mind is moving through a chaotic phase right now because the ego is being threatened. The ego likes to be safe. It likes to keep us small. It likes to keep us known. It likes to keep us into a routine, boxed in. And what we are experiencing right now is breaking all of those boundaries and all of those barriers down, because we become lighter. So the ego is being challenged, and the ego will challenge us through our mental body. Also the physical body, not only the physical releases that are happening in our body as we're retaining more light and bringing more light in, our body is becoming more crystalline. This is exhausting us at times, and we are in need to rest. We are feeling our bodies are tireder, so listening to our bodies. So in order for us to reap the rewards and receive goodness and wealth and happiness, helping those as well. You know, clearly the girl in the picture is in a wheelchair. So this is the symbology here, is she's recuperating. So it doesn't necessarily mean that she's always in that chair. It just means she's been through a very challenging time and she is in recuperation. She is in need of nursing. Also being the nurse and nursing and doctoring and caring for ourselves, and also having an open heart through this and a compassionate holding compassion and empathy for others also as they are moving through this. So it's very important for this balance to remember that yes, I am, as in collectively, we are all carrying burdens right now. We are being asked to redirect and think aspects of our lives that are no longer resonating and working for us. We are being pushed to look at all of those unhappy traumas and aspects within us where our power was taken from us, maybe where we've been hurt or abused, and we are having to hold them and release them and acknowledge them from our bodies. But also we are also all going through this at our own place. So people are coming at us. They're also navigating through their own difficulties at their own level. And this is where it's becoming more aware that the only thing we are responsible for in each and every moment is our reaction. Am I having healthy boundaries, and am I voicing my truth? But also in that, remembering that this other person, whoever is in my field that is triggering me, is also going through their own release. So acknowledging and holding a space for them, a respectful space for them also, not judging them, but yet having boundaries around you. This is where we're having to, I'm getting the play, the pendulum swinging again. This is where it's having to find that balance. I'm having healthy boundaries around myself. I am redirecting and calling back the energy to myself. I am starting to play the leading role in my own life. It is going to trigger others. Other people are not going to like it, but also remembering that they're moving through their own stuff also. So instead of reacting to them, getting heavy on them, respectfully acknowledging that they are also figuring it out themselves. So all we can do is just drop more and more into the resonance of the heart. Trust it's all working out as it ought to be. even though the flames, I'm getting again, of purification are moving through us. Okay, so Minchon, that's enough information for today. There's a huge amount of information coming through in that. I hope it resonates with you. I'd love to hear your comments below. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everybody, and I look forward to bringing through some cards for you again very soon. Have a lovely day.